things, we can do a lot of, we can stop a lot of things. Just hold on, let me show you. I just disable my antivirus. Let me install a simple Havage called Windows SQL injection attacking tool, this one. Yesterday, I just updated my operating system. It's not taking new one. You have to use a skill map otherwise. Yes, this is Havage, advanced SQL injection scanner. Okay, now what we are going to do is we'll take one specific website, we'll target that specific website. Okay, so for that also, shall we take the top institutes of our country? Respond chat box. Shall we go ahead with the top institutes of our country? Please respond chat box. Otherwise, shall I show in dummy websites? Please respond chat box. Shall I show one attack on the live website of top institutes of our country, or shall I show you on dummy websites? Which one do you like? Based upon your response, I'll decide the target. Hello, hope I'm not on mute. I'm not on mute. Which one do you like, live website or dummy website? Madam, I'm audible. Madhu Bala, madam.
Sir, okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's go with the one of the live websites. Again, top institutes of our country. Second, suggest one top institutes of our country. Sir, stop recording, sir. I'll just show one another attack on live website. So that, see, whatever I do from this particular tool will be captured with this by this particular tool called Bub Suite. So I'm going to do some activity on this particular tool called Havage. That activity will be recorded here. Okay, now we are going to see the signatures of the SQL injection attack. All the attacks, all the logs of this SQL injection, we are going to see the records, so that if we can feed so and so stuff related to SQL injection, our algorithms will learn. Okay, let me show you that one. Sir, once stop recording, we'll start attacking one of the live websites. IIT Madras, iitm.ac.in, IIT Madras live website. So what's your favorite department? Please respond chat box. What's your favorite department? Please respond chat box. Chat is not disabled. Chat is enabled. Shravanti madam, what's your favorite department? CSC IT. Okay. Ramesh sir saying CSC. csc.iitm.ac.in. If you notice, October 28th, minor in AI and ML and computing. Some very recent activities still going on here, right? October 2020, just last month activity. It's a live website. Now we are going to this particular one of the pages of this particular website. Now copying this particular website. See, if you pass this particular URL to Havich, it will extract all data. This is called a SQL injection. Now, I want to capture what it is doing. To capture the background log, what I'm doing is I'm setting this bub suite as a proxy. Enable this proxy 127.0.0.1, port number 8080. Coming to about, I'm placing this target, hit analyze, wait for a couple of seconds. Here you can notice all the packets, all the activity. See here, we got the database name finally. Come to tables, click on get tables. All the tables of that particular database will be displayed. Select the table, whatever the table you want to know. Select the table, click on get columns. Columns will be displayed. Select the columns, click on get data. We'll get the data of the particular live website. Yes, we got the live website's data. Here, the issue is what kind of things it is passing in the background. See, here you can notice what kind of things are passing in the background. Event viewer. See here, can you see some sort of strings here? Some encoded strings, some plain text strings. If one string is not working, they'll try with other thing. So these things should be fed to our software as a data set. We have to label all these type of patterns so that we'll get some information. For example, how to get list of columns. Again, information resource schema we have to use, but if is it encoded or normal? Here you can see it is SQL statement union select contact concat. You can see here. So this type of information you can capture with the help of bub suite. So these logs also can be fed as some malicious activity on your server. Malicious activity. So this is one kind of concepts where you can start working on. Okay. So if you can ask, I'll show you those how to capture those network logs and how to analyze those network logs also. Some existing tools are there for that. This is the one, SolarWinds. Another one is Splunk. This is also another software which will collect the logs. Based upon the logs, it will detect whether it's any suspicious activities going on your network or not. Splunk, okay. Let me stop this bub suite. Yeah, what more attacks you want to see? Any specific attack you want to see? Generally, I don't want to make it as one-to-many communication. I always want to have some interaction with the participants. Even web server logs also can be used to identify what's going, what kind of activity is going in the background. So if you want to see the web server logs, let me show you my company's web server logs. Who is accessing what kind of website, how much data he's downloading. Those logs also you can monitor. That also gives you some information. Let me show you my company's logs. See, this is my company's Plex panel. What I'll do is I'll show you the logs, what kind of activity. If a specific IP is downloading huge data from my server, I have to block it. Something suspicious, I have to label it. I have not labeled all these things right now, but still you can notice, see, who is opening this specific web page, what's IP address, or the generating more. See, this is called as code. In this code, if it is 200 means success, no issues. 404 means page not found error. 500 server error, internal server error. Like this code will be there, different kind of codes. Website code, just search with this 404. When you try to open some sort of pages, it will show you, see, 409 for conflict, 410 for gone, 302 for
Satish
permanent.
Garu,
Madam.
excuse me. Are you showing something or log files?
Yes, madam.
It's not visible.
Log.
That's why I interrupted
Oh,
you.
oh, shared screen, not there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Now I'm showing. See, this is the logs actually. So which IP address is accessing what kind of activity and what's the software name when it got opened? What's the timeline? That information will be displayed here. So these logs can be labeled. These logs can be labeled. See, 200 means not an issue. They are accessing some specific images. That's not an issue. But if you can see here 500, 500 means some internal server error. When you open this particular page, it's generating some 500 error. So here you can notice the different kind of error codes. So if our server is throwing a lot of 500 code errors, 500 code errors or 404 page errors, that means he's trying to do some malicious operation. If we can find more these type of targets from the same IP address is generating more logs, then we can suspect something. Hope you're getting my point. If the same IP address person is getting more size from your website, or more, he's generating more 500 errors. What is this 500 error? Scroll down. Internal server error. Why generally internal server error will generate it? When he sends some wrong payload. For example, if you want to calculate 2 into 3, obviously you'll get the data. But if you want to calculate 2 into A, it should throw some error, exception, right? So if our pages are making such type of errors, so based upon the code also, we can suspect them and we can stop them. Do you get my point? So these logs are also can be exportable. You can export this real-time logs. These are lively. Whoever opens it, I'll get the information. So use these logs. Okay, in the next session, I'll get some thousands of logs for you, where you can give to your ML algorithms where they're already labeled. These logs are completely raw logs. They are not labeled anything, just giving you some information. That's it. Okay, browser agent also. What kind of browser he is using, what kind of operating system he is using. That information also plays some important role. For example, most of the attackers are using specific operating systems called Kali Linux, Black Parrot operating system, Black Arc. These type of operating systems will be used by most of the attackers. And of course, they can change the user agent. We cannot go blindly with the name user agent. User agent can be changed. Just a matter of few seconds. That's it. So these things you can check it out with the logs. What more you wish to see? Let me know. I'll show you those stuff also. Now I'm stopping my screen share. You want to see the network logs? I'll get network logs and web server logs for the next session, where we can analyze those network logs as well as web server logs of the real-time attacks. Of course, there are a number of attacks happened in my company also. I have all those logs also. I'll show my company logs also. Okay, please post your questions. We'll go with Q&A now. Ramesh already said. Actually, cybersecurity, ML is still baby in cybersecurity. Still, we don't have proper knowledge on that. But IBM has started AI in cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, mainly we do analysis based upon the logs only. For example, if someone performing some sort of attack, it will generate some sort of logs. For example, if you take DOS attack, it will generate some sort of logs. Those logs should be labeled. Those logs should be labeled. And if we could able to find the similar logs, we can suspect in the same pattern. Okay, that is what Splunk is doing right now. SolarWinds also doing the same thing right now. Those two companies are doing wonderful. They're already using ML to study the activity. So and so patterns, so and so similar kind of activity. Activity is different, again, patterns are different. Because in activity, you can find zero-day attacks, but in patterns, you cannot see. Because we don't know what kind of payload will be there in 0-day. If it is known one, then we can get some information. Signature can be found easily. But if it is 0-day, we cannot find the signature also. So only the activity, based upon the activity, based upon the logs generated, that only we have to study. How these logs can be monitored? We saw that event logs, right? Event logs will generate some information. Event logs we have to study, network logs we have to study, web server logs we have to study. If you can combine both all these three things, Then we can stop the intruders. PG students, cybersecurity with machine learning. Yeah, Poonam, just take this one. If one attack is happened, obviously if he's coming from web application, some sort of event logs, Windows event logs or Linux event logs also will be generated. Based upon those logs and error codes, we have to identify. If you take Linux, in Apache, there is a folder called logs, LOGS, var/logs. There you can find httpd log, error.log. Otherwise, just open your Linux server, just type locate space error.log, error.log. It will show you the log of list of errors. Obviously, when one hacker hacking into your PC, there are n number of error logs will be generated because he cannot come as a Raja because he don't know username and password. He have to do some trial and error. He have to do some exploits. Sometimes those exploits also will be failed. When the exploit got failed, it will be recorded in error log. So by monitoring this error log, access log, and operating systems logs, not only web server logs, not only network logs, you have to study operating system logs also. If you can combine all these logs, what kind of logs? Network logs, operating system event logs, web server logs. If you can combine these logs, then we can stop the intruder. Very few companies are doing this, all this together. They are Splunk, SPLUNK. I already showed that particular screen to you, that particular tool. Splunk. Yeah, this is Splunk. This is doing that activity. And SolarWinds. Mostly these two softwares right now are working great. Yes. Poonamji. So in cybersecurity, just go ahead with this network logs monitoring, labeling them and identifying them as some intrusion or something. You can make in that way. Yeah, please post your questions. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. I'm into cyber security, so you can ask anything related to cyber security. See, privacy and confidentiality here, mostly encryption is the main key for that, Ramesh ji. So mainly for confidentiality, this encryption only. So right now, every one of us using RSA. Right now, whatever I'm speaking is also getting encrypted. Of course, this uses SIP. No, this is not using SIP. Now we are using in Zoom, right? Zoom is not using SIP here. It is UDP. It sends through UDP only. Let me show you those captures. Obviously, encryption for confidentiality. There is no other direct way. It's only encryption. For privacy also, see, right now for mobile, there is nothing called privacy. Everything, whatever we do, everything is getting recorded. Ramesh ji, everything is getting recorded. Whatever the message you are sending, what type of activities you are doing, everything is getting recorded. Not just by one company, with multiple companies, they are getting recorded. So privacy is not directly possible. If do you want to see how companies are getting recorded your data, Ramesh ji? Shall I show you that Facebook is getting recorded all your data? Ramesh ji, please unmute yourself once. Ramesh sir, please unmute yourself once, sir. Do you use Facebook, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just open Facebook in your mobile, sir.
Facebook.
All the parts, just check it out. This one, what I'm saying. Privacy is a myth, actually. Whatever we do, everything is recorded in this cyber world. Everything is, well, everything whatever you do will be recorded in the cyber world. Okay. So Ramesh sir, just open Facebook application.
Okay, sir. Then you do.
After opening, in the right side top corner, you can find 3 lines menu. Just click on that. Just click on those 3 lines, sir. Ramesh sir. After clicking on that one, oh, Ramesh sir left, I think. Okay, participants, just see what I'm saying. Just open your Facebook application and just click on the menu. Then click on settings. Then click on settings. Hope you're able to see settings, right? In settings, again click on settings. Then scroll down. There you can find off Facebook activity. Off Facebook activity. No, I'm showing it's you have to see in your mobile. Sridevi madam, you have to see in your mobile. Check in your mobile. Just open your Facebook Messenger. Just click on settings. Again, click on settings. Then click on off Facebook activity. Yes, Siddharthan sir, I'm not showing anything right now. You have to see in your mobile directly. See in your mobile. Just click on off Facebook activity. Then click on manage off Facebook activity. Enter your Facebook password. Let me know how many of you are doing it. Okay, Siddharthan sir, I'll do one thing. Just start sharing your screen, sir. We'll see in your mobile directly. Siddharthan sir, participants also can share the screen now. Share your screen, sir. Siddharthan sir, I'll guide you what to do. Oh, you're in PC. Okay. Any participants who are in mobile, please share your screen. One participant who is in mobile, who is using mobile. Ramesh sir, I think you are back.
Hello,
Ramesh sir,
sir.
please
I
share
am
your
using
screen.
mobile.
Yes, sir. Please share your screen,
Sharing.
sir,
Okay.
once.
Okay, sir.
So I'll tell you how to protect from this also in few minutes. First, let me show you whether your privacy is breached or not. After that, I'll show you how to secure. Sir, share your screen, sir. Ramesh, sir. If anybody wish to share the screen, please share the screen. Okay, anyways, I'll share my screen. Yeah, fine. Ramesh, sir. Share.
Sir, mobile is not allowing to share.
Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll join, sir, from my mobile. You stop sharing
Okay.
your screen, sir. I'll share from my mobile. Okay. Oh, now we can see your screen, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Now we can see your screen, sir. But it's too slow.
Okay. Screen is okay, sir. Yes, sir. It is slow. My mobile is slow. I think bandwidth problem.
Okay, sir. Do one thing. Just stop sharing your screen. I'll share. I joined from another mobile. From my mobile,
Okay.
I'll just share my screen.
Okay, sir.
Stop, sir. Okay. Yeah. I'm sharing my screen. Just give me a second. Yes. Now hope you're able to see my screen. The same options you have to go to this particular thing, Facebook activity. See, whatever I'm doing, everything will be recorded like this. These are the different kind of websites I'm using, different kind of activities I'm doing. Dubai tourism, money control, news scientist, freshup.space, Zoom car, a few company websites. So all the information, it's getting recorded. Who is recording? Kaspersky. See, how to see this activity? Just come to your menu, then come to settings and privacy, then click on settings, then scroll down, just click on off Facebook activity, then click on manage Facebook activity, then it will show you the all activity, whatever you're doing. Yes, that done, sir. For WhatsApp, what you want, sir? So this is one concept. So how, not only Facebook, even your Google is recording a lot of data. Google is recording a lot of data. Just a second. Yeah. So how Google is recording your data? Let me share that screen. And what is the security? How to protect our privacy? That I'll show you now. Let me share my screen. Yeah, for Google, just go to some sort of pages like myactivity.google.com, myactivity.google.com. Whatever you're browsing, all those websites, your YouTube history, all the activity, what type of things you're searching, all that information will be recorded by this. See, few minutes back, I have searched with the called website codes or HTTP codes, that information, OAuth, WAF, web application firewall. So the things what I have searched. Yesterday night, I searched with the word called upper teeth because my niece got upper teeth before lower teeth. So I just searched what it is. That information got recorded. When I'm opening what kind of websites. Yesterday, I gave one interview related to Rummy. Today at 9:30, it's telecasted in TV9 about Rummy. How to catch the people who are playing Rummy. I never played this game, but yesterday, for the first time, I downloaded this game just to experiment what it is doing and how they are doing. Yesterday at 6 o'clock, I downloaded this game to study and I monitored. I could able to find where the servers are, how the transactions are going on, and how to stop it. Today morning it was telecasted. 7.5 minutes interview I gave, but they have telecasted only 2 minutes interview. Okay. So these are the different type of things I'm searching. So what more activity? It will record your passwords also, passwords.google.com. It'll record your passwords also. All your passwords will be recorded here. So Google is also recording each and everything. If you want to protect your privacy, how many of you wish to protect your privacy? How many of you don't want Google or Facebook to record your activities like this? Please respond chat box. I'll tell you a few tips to you. Starting private browser, that is one. But see Sridevi madam, but in private browser, you can browse only HTTP or HTTPS activity. How about the mobile applications? How about the mobile applications? Facebook is completely detecting your mobile applications also, right? What kind of applications you are browsing and what kind of text you are typing on that particular browser. For example, if you just search for the name flight tickets, it will record. So there is one website called prism-break.org, prism-break.org. Just go to this particular website. Here you can find a number of tools related to privacy. For Android phone, what kind of privacy tools are there? For Windows operating system, what kind of tools are there? Just study these. You'll get a lot of information. Prism-break.org. Okay. For WhatsApp, security is one aspect. Let me tell you, WhatsApp can be hacked in multiple ways. But messages, what's there in your database is completely encrypted. Completely encrypted. Your WhatsApp messages. But still, someone can do if there is one option called accessibility. Accessibility permission, if you give to any application, obviously they can capture the whole activity of your WhatsApp. And there is one application called, I don't want to reveal that application name, but if you use that application, WhatsApp conversations can be hijacked. I don't want to say that particular application name because if you misuse it, you have to sit in jail if you misuse it. So I don't want to use that application name, but there is one application. It will completely hijack your activity, whole Facebook activity. Okay. So important point, how to secure it. I'll tell you few points to you. Never give accessibility. Never give accessibility permission to anyone. Never give accessibility permission to anyone. Second point, check out here one more option called in accessibility. After this accessibility, for phones, draw overlay. For few applications, there is a thing called draw overlay. Don't grant this draw overlay also. Okay, to any application, if you just give this draw overlay permission, they can record all the activity of your mobile. Okay, draw overlay. How many of you know about draw overlay? Please respond chat box. Draw overlay. How many of you saw at least that word called draw overlay? Only one person responded. Others, please be interactive. Let's have some interactive session. Draw overlay. At least you heard or not? Okay. If you grant this draw overlay permission, any application can record other applications data. Next one is notifications. Your messages of WhatsApp are end-to-end encrypted, but in notifications, those messages are not encrypted. If you have notification enabled to your WhatsApp, that means if someone sends a message to you, if it comes to your notification, in the notification, it will be in plain text. In the notification, it will be in plain text. So any application which have notification reading permission, they can capture your WhatsApp data. Okay, that is also you have to verify. And last one is enable two-step verification for your WhatsApp, because there is one concept called call forwarding. Call forwarding. If someone start call forwarding, they can activate your WhatsApp. Or if someone have the physical access of your mobile, or if some application have SMS reading permission, that application can read your OTP, they can activate your WhatsApp. SMS reading permission or call forwarding option or physical access of your mobile, they can activate your WhatsApp. But still, if you don't want your WhatsApp data to be activated on someone's mobile, enable two-step verification. Just go to your WhatsApp, then come to settings, come to settings. How many of you are doing simultaneously? Please respond chat box. If more number of student participants are doing, then I'll tell you. Please respond chat box. How many of you are doing it to protect your WhatsApp? Hello. I'm not on mute, I think. Siddharthan sir only. Okay, Poonam too. Okay, anyways, just open your settings. Just come to account. There you can find in the third option, there is one option called two-step verification. Third option, two-step verification. Then set a pin there. Even if someone got your SIM card or your mobile, they cannot activate your WhatsApp account. What you have to do, settings, account. Third option will be two-step verification. Enable that one. Another important one, for mobile forensics, there is one company called MSB. MSB. MSAB. The company name is MSAB. This MSAB company is having some sort of tools. They can extract whole WhatsApp data. But the issue here is if you can enable two-step verification, if you enable finger verification, then MSAP kind of softwares also cannot do anything. Got it? Highly protected if you enable the data. If I change my mobile, is it possible to recover the old data? Yes, it's possible. Only if you have cloud stuff. If you upload all the data to your cloud, Google Drive, then only it's possible to recover your old data. Otherwise, if your mobile is rooted, then also you have some chances to recover the data, because by default your operating system will not allow you to access your internal memory. If mobile is rooted, then only you can access, any application can access your internal memory. Otherwise, it's not possible. Any more questions from your side? Please respond in chat box, or you can unmute yourself and you can post the question. Yeah, in the next session, we are going to see some data sets related to networks, some data sets related to DOS attacks. What kind of DOS attacks, those logs we are going to see. Event logs also we are going to see. Those categorization we are going to see in the next session. Okay. Any more questions from your side? Otherwise, we'll wind up today's session. What precautions to be taken while doing online payments? See, while doing online payments, the first option is to whom you're paying is important. To whom you're paying. If it is Amazon.com, not an issue. If it is Flipkart.com, not an issue. If you go to Amazon Independence Day offers.com, then it will be an issue. To whom you're paying is very, very important. These days, creating a website is just seconds of time. Seconds of time, you can create a website. So many fake people are creating some dummy websites and they're giving some fake offers to you. iPhone only 40,000, only 35,000, 25,000, they're giving fake offers. So while doing transactions online, just check to whom you're paying. What's the website name? That's the first one. Is it sbaonline.com or onlinesba.com? Which is the real one? You have to pay to real website. The first point is that one. Second point, don't have SMS reading applications in your mobile. If you have SMS reading applications in your mobile, if any application takes your SMS permission, they can read your OTPs. How bank people will recognize you? Based upon two ways. One is your password, the other one is your OTP. So if you have this particular thing called SMS reading applications in your mobile, they can read your OTPs. So don't give such type of things. You're in danger. Next application. Next thing, what you have to do. One second. Next thing, what you have to do. After this, you have to add some sort of extensions to your browser called Kaspersky browser extension. Kaspersky browser extension. Add these type of extensions to your browser, because simple add-ons also completely hijack your browser activity. Whatever you do, everything will be hijacked. Let me tell you. It will show you one link, but if you click on that, another link will be opened. It will show you one link, but if you click on that, another link will be opened. Unnecessary ads will be displayed to you. How many of you face that type of issue? How many of you face that type of issue? If it will show you one link, but if you click on it, another link will be opened. How many of you face that type of issue? You can respond chat box. If you face such type of issue, means your browser is already hijacked. So whatever you do, everything will be captured by those add-ons or some executable files which are already running in your computer. So don't add any kind of add-ons which you don't know. Don't add any kind of add-ons which you don't know. Just remove them. If you don't want it, just remove that add-on from your browser. Removing done, because they can steal your cookie. They can read your browser activity, browser HTML codes, everything they can read. Very, very dangerous. So add browser extension, Kaspersky browser extension, and don't add any kind of other add-ons. These are some of the things related to online payment. Is our GPS a secured one mobile while Google Pay show various places for past months? How to protect it? Siddharthan, that's a feature of Google Play, Google Maps. Google Maps. If you turn off that GPS, then it cannot record. If you just go to Google Maps timeline, all the activity wherever you're traveling, all that information will be recorded. maps.google.com/maps/timeline. If you take a selfie in that particular area, that selfie also will be recorded. If you get any picture, these are the places where I have traveled in last few months. These many places I have traveled. So Assam, Badrinath, Gujarat, Dwaraka, Kerala, all these places, Chhattisgarh, I went to tribal summit there, Jharkhand. So these places I have traveled these in last few years. Everything will be recorded by your mobile. Got it? So just you can off it by disabling login, location history, you can disable it. It's not an offense, actually, it's a memory, Siddharthan. It's a memory for you. But are you married, Siddharthan, sir? Siddharthan, sir, are you married? Then you have to disable. If you are married, you have to disable. Otherwise, more than you, some other will check where you are.
Hello,
Got it, sir?
can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, okay. Thank you for your valuable suggestions, sir. But I need some protection myself, sir. Someone is visualize my data.
Yes.
That can be used for business only. That's my. That's I'm going to observe that one. If I'm going to open any browser for after 1 hour browsing that, the advertisement is showing that whatever going to search that. That's how they can capture that one. How to protect that one.
Yeah, you're in mobile one is getting captured or laptop one is getting captured, sir? Which one?
Laptop, not a mobile.
Laptop. That means just disable all kind of add-ons which are there for your browser.
Okay,
Remove
sir. I'm
all
using.
add-ons what are there.
Excuse me, sir. I am using the Opera browser. I am also put in there always private browsing. How it possible?
Okay. Yeah, it's possible, sir. If you have any kind of spyware in your computer, it's possible. Just do one thing. Just remove all the add-ons to your browser. Whatever the add-ons are there, just remove it. After that, go to sys internal suite. There is a website called SYS internals. Then download a tool called Process Explorer. Download a tool called Process Explorer. Okay. Open this Process Explorer. I'm showing on my screen. Can you see the screen, sir?
Yes, I'm observed that one.
Yeah, just open this Process Explorer. After opening this Process Explorer, I'll show you one point. Wait. There is, see here. Can you see the virus total column has submitted? Just open this tool. Just go to options, virus total, check virustotal.com. Then your computer will be scanned with 75 antiviruses. By default, you're having 1 or 2 antiviruses, right? So just open this Process Explorer tool, virus total, select virus total. It will scan your computer with 75 plus antiviruses and will give you the report. Then your spywares will be detected by this Process Explorer.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you,
remove
sir.
it. You're good.
Thank you. Valued information giving to us.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, any participants, if you have any question, please unmute yourself. You can ask. Otherwise, you can post in chat box. If you don't have any question, you can post anything related to cyber security. I'm into cyber security. My 99.99% of the time will be, I do deal with cyber security related stuffs only. So you can ping anything related to cyber security. Yeah, if you don't have any questions, we'll wind up today's session. Madhu Bala madam, shall we wind up today's session, madam? In next session, we are going to see some network logs, Windows logs. Lively, we are going to see network logs, Windows logs, web server logs, and labeled logs. We are going to see them. Okay, and some DOS attack specific logs also we are going to see. Thank you very much for joining today's session. Madhu Bala madam, shall I wind up today's session, madam? Yes, madam. It's over.